Board of Trustees of Crystal City Independent School District will meet in regular session at 7 p.m. Monday, June 13, 2022 in the admin building boardroom, 613 West Zavala Street in Crystal City, Texas. Number one, call meeting to order. Time is?
7:05.
All right, number two, roll call and establishment of a quorum. Ms. Carlos?
Mr. Eric Garcia.
Here.
Mr. Reyes Espinosa.
Here.
Mr. Cruz Mata.
Here.
Mr. Victor Bonilla III.
Present.
Mrs. Nora Flores Guerrero.
Present.
Mrs. Melissa Marquez Guerrero.
Here.
And Mrs. Peggy Young.
Here.
For the record, we do have a quorum. Number three, moment of reflection. All right, number four, audience to patrons. We do have one person, Ms. Rivera. I'm going to read you a statement, man, before we begin, then we're going to give you a countdown. So if you want to step to the podium. All right, so before we begin, anybody that wants to speak in public comment here, you will receive 5 minutes. If you need more additional minutes, I will determine whether we get you more or not. Obviously, you do speak English, so you need a translator. Obviously, you're single, so you're not in a group of people who want to be heard. The board shall allot no more than 30 minutes for speakers on items not on tonight's agenda. The board has adopted rules to preclude the abuse of open forum by, for example, anyone uselessly repeating the same comment or complaint meeting after meeting. Please keep your comments or criticism civil and courteous. Please also avoid using profanity and refrain from making personal attacks on others during your opportunity to speak. Last, we ask that you not discuss students who are not your own. Yelling inappropriate, uncivil, or discriminatory comments will not be permitted. In the event of your comment in the judgment of the presiding officer or myself constitutes a complaint or charge against an employee or officer, it may be necessary for me to interrupt and ask you to stop and direct you to proceed with the school district's procedures or to have the item heard executive session depending on the nature of the complaint. You understand? Okay, Mr. Mata here will give you your countdown and your 5 minutes will begin. Okay. Go.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you for allowing me to speak today. And the reason I am here, I'm here to discuss, and I would like to get permission, this is why I'm here, to beautify our schools, our junior high and our high school, the landscaping. I know it's been 3 or 4 years that we've remodeled these schools, and we don't have landscaping. We don't have trees, we don't have grass, so every time I would go drop off my kids, I would see, there's no grass. Why is there no grass? Why is there no trees? What's going on? We have our beautiful schools, but we don't have our landscape. So, but then I would complain in my mind, but then I would drive up to my house and I would see the same thing. I had no grass. My trees weren't trimmed. So I did something about it. Last year I said, you know what? I'm going to fix my house. I'm going to, do some landscaping and beautify my house before I can go and discuss, our schools, because before I can go to the school board and discuss about our school. So I did that, and we did some landscaping. Our house looks beautiful now. Now I drive up, and there's a positive vibe when I drive up to my house. And I think that if we do this for our kids, I think this is something positive for our kids. Our kids would look forward to going to school. I've spoken to several people, and they're willing to make donations. They're willing to donate trees. They're willing to donate grass. I never asked for monetary donations, but I did ask for trees and bushes and grass. And they're willing to do that for our children. So I'm here today to ask if I can be put on the agenda to get authorization to ask for donations from our community. So, with that being said, that's it. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, moving on, number 5, consent action items. A, consider to approve the minutes for the May 16th regular board meeting.
That they remain under consent.
They are under consent, yes.
Okay, then I make a motion to approve A through E unless somebody
We have to
Well, yeah, no, they're separated here.
write them.
Yeah, because they're a little different. So, yeah, any motions for A? I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa.
I'll second.
Okay,
Okay, what was the motion?
to approve the minutes.
Just the minutes.
Well, just for A.
Okay.
So I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa, second by Ms. Nora Guerrero. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. All right, B, consider to approve the monthly bills for April 2020.
Motion.
Second.
I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa, second by Ms. Nora Guerrero. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. All right, C, consider to approve the 22-23 dual credit partnership agreement between CrystalCity ISD and Southwest Texas Junior College.
Motion.
Second.
Abstain.
So I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa. I have a second by Ms. Nora Guerrero. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Any against? Any abstentions?
Place of employment.
Motion passes 6-0-1. All right, consider to approve the 22-23 dual credit technical agreement.
Motion.
Second.
I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa, second by Ms. Nora Guerrero. Any comments or questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Any against? Any abstentions? Motion passes 6-0-1. All right, E, consider to approve the Uvalde Regional Day School Program for the Deaf Cooperative Interlocal Agreement for the 22-23 school year.
Motion.
Second.
I got a motion by Mr. Espinosa, second by Ms. Nora Guerrero. Any comments or questions?
I have a question. How many students are we serving, or does this program consist of?
We are currently serving direct services 3. They are 45 minutes per week, and then 1 is consult. So right now, total in our district, 4. 3 are direct and 1 is consult.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other questions? All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion passes 7-0. At this time, I have been asked by our superintendent that we will be going into closed session, which is number 9. So the Board of Trustees will meet in closed session as authorized under the Texas Government Code, Section 551.071 and 551.074 of the Open Meetings Act. Time is
7:12.
7:12.